What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to showcase a brand that I've heard a lot about, seen a lot about, but haven't gotten my hands on until very recently when I got two. This is not the first PGM model I own, but this is one I'm going to video and probably going to show first because this is a gift for my girlfriend. You can notice because it's pink. I have nothing against the color pink, and I think it's really cool. I just don't have a lot of pink cars because, you know, most model manufacturers don't have a lot of pink cars, presumably because, you know, it is a heavily male demographic. But this is really cool. This, as you can see, is a RWB Hauptfeldbegriff Porsche, and specifically it is a 930. So I'm gonna have a few cars I will be comparing it to. First of all, probably the most obvious one for most people who are more familiar with like the standard like Mattel brands. I'm gonna have a Hot Wheels RWB R30, as well as a True 64 930 by Schuco. So quick overview on the PGM version first. I'm going to show you the box. It's a very standard acrylic display case like so, and it's actually I actually didn't realize the number. It's a very high number, a 995 out of 999 pieces, which is pretty cool. And this is actually a licensed RWB product. When I get to the Ferrari, I'm pretty sure the Ferrari is unlicensed because the die-cast license is still being held by the Meichan Group. So yeah, I'm gonna specify this one specifically is licensed. And onto the car next. So you can see, yeah, it's really highly detailed, especially what I really appreciate about a lot of brands like, you know, 64 is how cool the interior is, and the PGM definitely is really cool as well. Obviously, it's going to be very hard to show on camera, but if you actually get it and see it, it's really cool. Not a lot of details on the front, although you get the 3 paddles, which is awesome. The seat belts or the racing harness, and you can see, yeah, the front hood opens there. I think it's is it a spare tire? It's something, right? Because that's not where the engine goes. The engine, where does the engine go then? I'm gonna show you in a little bit, but you can see, I think this is the one of the slogans for RWB, right? I think one of their slogans is all the road need now is rough or whatever, and this is says Zweite Entwicklung, second something, I don't remember exactly what, but yeah, it's really cool. And as you can see, the small tow hook right here at the front, that's really detailed. You get you see a lot of them with brands like, you know, 64, Tarmac Works, and there is a small black spot right here I can't seem to remove, and it's not on the other side, so presumably it's not supposed to be there, but it's really tiny. It doesn't really hurt, so I can look past it. Lens headlights as you would expect, but yeah, you can see the texture and everything there. Oh, there's like a bar of some sort here as well, so yeah, that's really incredibly detailed. Haufelt printed on the windshield. On the bottom it said Koig des Südeuropas. Koig des Südeuropas. I know des, that's like the, but like when it's used for like to indicate like ownership in the genitive sense, but I don't know what Südeuropas is, nor do I know Koig. Anyway, a few that's your grocery list right here. You also see the what are they called? The you know, like evidence that a body kit has been put on it. Can't really remember right now. Really incredibly detailed rims. That's awesome. I'm not quite sure what brand that is. And does it roll? No, not really. I think the wheels can roll independently. Yeah, you can see a little bit of move, right? But it doesn't really roll. It's not designed to do that. The side mirrors are mounted on the doors, and it's really cool. It has the silver inside, so you can actually see it. Not really though, but like you can, right? And that's the interior stuff. And here is the engine, the rear mounted, or is it mid mounted? Let's see. I think it's technically rear, right? Because it's behind the axle, or is it behind the axle? Or just can't see. That's really awesome, and yeah, something you would see from like RLC. So it's really cool. And this thing is expensive, by the way. There's like even printing under the giant wing as well, if I can get it to focus. Yeah, I don't know what it says either, but it's like some kind of hashtag. The rear light bar is really cool, and the exhaust on the underside, I don't think I've ever paid too much attention to underside. It doesn't say much. It just said PGM, doesn't even mention what car this is, but the underside is very detailed, with screws holding it together, so you can probably what's the word, customize it easily if you want. And there's also a little bit further painting towards the back where the exhausts are. So yeah, I think this is a really cool car. It's really awesome. RWB isn't really my thing. I don't dislike it. It's not Liberty Walk for me. But I don't like do a lot of like body kit stuff like Panda and all kinds of stuff. But this is cool. Yeah, because PGM is actually doing like a normal Porsche, a 356. I'm actually looking forward to that. I don't think I'm going to be getting it, but it's really cool. And this is a comparison to the one Hot Wheels release. And obviously these two are very different cars, even though they're both based on the same 930. This one is based on the car by something Nakai, basically the founder of the RWB. Even though this is painted in purple, which the design comes from like a different car, but that's based on like a 964 or a 993 or something like that. But still, this I did the numbers for the Hot Wheels version. It doesn't look like they're too different in size, right? Which is actually kind of interesting. I did the numbers for the Hot Wheels, and it seems like it's like 160. But it's obvious the Hot Wheels is larger than the PGM, but not by much. I can't really tell, especially from the angle I am. It is for sure longer though. I don't know what's the best way for me to show that. Is this a good angle? I think this is a good angle. But I think a better comparison would be Schuko, which we do know to be true on 64. And oh, by the way, before I do the comparison, I'm gonna close the doors. I might end up regretting this because it's very difficult to get it to open. PGM does give you a bit of a tool right here. I also got one for the Ferrari 250 GTO. Like there's a sharp end here. It's supposed to help you like open the doors and everything. I haven't tried this one. I might as well try it in a little bit. But like, sure, it can open like maybe the hoods as well as the trunk, but it doesn't work that well. But I feel like it's a good. It actually is a good tool to like point out details and stuff. So I might use this, or more likely the Ferrari one. But let's close everything very, very carefully. I don't want to push on the wing itself in case something bad happens. It feels very sturdy, feels very well made, so I'm not really that scared, but I'm still a little bit scared. Put it next to, yeah, it's obvious that the PGM is bigger. Bigger. If we are to take Schuko as gospel, which I feel like we might want to, like the PGM is definitely a little bit bigger than 164. It is still smaller than the Hot Wheels. Let's try to put all three together. It's obviously still a little bit smaller than the Hot Wheels, but it's definitely larger than the Schuko, which in that case a little disappointing. I when I bought it, I thought it was gonna be 160. Well, no, okay, fair. When my girlfriend got it for me, I thought it was gonna be 164, but it's not. It's a little bit bigger, but that's still great. It's just a really incredible piece. It's more like a display piece. It's like an art piece instead of, you know, like a toy car. But it's really great. And I'm going to show you how this looks like with everything closed, because, you know, a lot of brands, when they do opening parts, especially Hot Wheels, Mattel, Matchbox. Oh, by the way, the base is metal, which means it feels really hefty, which is cool. Like Tomica, it leaves pretty big of a panel gap. This one does not. I mean, it's obvious it's there, but like, I feel like for what is possible on this scale, I think they did really well. I'm gonna see if this opens. Actually, it might, because like the door doesn't close that perfectly. You can see a bit of a yeah, like, see, when I do this, I'm really scared of like damaging the paint. What I do, oh, whoops, I touched the light. Hope nothing I hope it doesn't do anything bad. What I do is like I take a piece of paper, or honestly like a piece of plastic, just shove it in there. I feel like shove it in the gap. For instance, this is like a regular Tomica bag. I'm not even sure if this is gonna work, but I feel like it might. Well, I sure hope it might. Like, try to like put it focus. Shove it in the gap. Right, it goes in just fine. And you try to like crease it a little bit so it like becomes stiff inside. That's how you do it. No matter how sharp like the plastic piece they give you, it doesn't fit inside the gap, so I'm always like worried about like damaging the paint or stuff like that. Same on the other side. Yeah, that's easy. The wing is easy to take out, obviously, the rear hatch, right? And the front, again, it's the same. I personally think this is a better way to open stuff up. Actually, this might not even work. It's either not thin enough or not stiff enough, or a combination of both. I'm gonna try to slice it through the side. Slice it through the side. Yeah, when I first opened it, I found like really old like those note tab things, whatever they're called. I don't remember. It's not Tic Tacs, right? Tic Tacs is like either a game you play or a type of candy. But yeah, see, this is not working great. And like just oh, there you go. Yeah, so I think this is the best way to do it with like minimal chance to harm anything. There's a little bit of stuff on the hood as well, which is a little bit of shame. Maybe I can remove it, maybe not, we'll see. But yeah, this is the PGM Porsche 930 in pink. I think this is a great car. A little bit sad that it's bigger than True 64, but it's still very great to have in my collection, and I'm obviously incredibly thankful for my girlfriend for getting it for me. It's brilliant. It's going to be in my collection forever and ever. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again. Bye.